Hello and welcome to another video of Manchester RP Police Training Department exercises, and in today's video we're going to be arresting someone and doing the custody side of things once you've arrested them and bringing them back into the cells. So we have this lovely gentleman here who's been caught for drug dealing, so we're going to bring him to cells. Have you been arrested before, sir?
I don't believe so, mate, no.
Don't believe so. Okay, well, I'm just going to stick you up against here, okay? Actually, firstly, we're just going to take your fingerprint so I can get it into the system, and then obviously we'll get you into the situation. Cool, if you just want to place your fingerprint on there for me, please, sir. Cool, so what you do is you copy his fingerprint. Thank you very much, sir. And we'll come and get your mugshot after. I'll get you into the system first, okay? Oh, right, because we're on the station, there is a lot of CCTV around the place, okay?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people around. I'm going to, for the purpose of the comfort, I'm going to undo your cuffs for you.
Thank you.
So you can freely sort of move your arms. But again, like I say, I'm armed, and there's multiple CCTV and a lot of officers in the city, okay? Perfect, yeah. Right, so what was your name, please?
Oscar Crump.
Oscar Crump, okay, no problem.
I might have a picture on there, but that's from ages ago. You know what I mean? I've lost a lot of weight since then. I've had some plastic surgery and everything.
No problem, sir. Okay, so what was your date of birth, please, sir?
It is. I believe. I think it's 19th of June, 2000s.
Yep, that sounds good to me. That's that matches up here.
I'm an old soul, you know what I mean?
No, that's okay, sir. You've got quite a history of firearms, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be a police officer, but that doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, fair enough. And you don't have any vehicles to your name?
I think I've got two. I've got some. To be honest with you, I couldn't be bothered what they're called. I asked the person that sold me the car. He was like, "Yeah, this one." I was like, "Yeah, go on then. I'll buy that one."
Okay, no worries, sir. Thank you. Bear with me a second while I put your fingerprint in, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
So, what we're going to be doing is placing our fingerprint. So we did the plus. We then paste in the serial number of the fingerprint, and it goes into the system. He's got no previous record, so he's nice and clean. Okay, so at this moment in time, can I offer you any food or water?
What food you got?
I can get you a can of Coke or something like that if you need be.
Yeah, can do.
Okay, bear with me 2 seconds, sir.
I mean, that's fine.
You okay now?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, no worries. You do have access to one phone call at this purpose. So would you like that phone call?
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
No problem.
I'll go to a payphone or something.
There should be. I'm going to pass you the phone now, okay?
Okay, no worries.
There you go, sir.
Thank you, mate.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to try and call a lawyer, see if anyone's available, okay? So what you can do is you go onto your phone and lawyers app. There are currently no lawyers in the city at this moment in time, so obviously he wouldn't be able to have a lawyer, but he can request a lawyer at a later date if required, and you will tell him the report number. Unfortunately, sir, for you, there isn't any lawyers in the city, so we can't be able to call a lawyer today.
That's fine. I've text me, mate, anyway, whereabouts I am, so.
No problem, sir. Okay, at this moment in time, you're happy with your food and water, you don't need anything else, and we'll get you into the cells, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine.
No problem, thank you, sir. So, if you'd like to follow me. Cool, so we'll place you in cell 1. You'd like to just walk in. So what's going to happen now, sir? Okay, I'm going to write up my incident report, and then I'll come back to you with the final sentencing, okay? So give me sort of a couple of minutes and we'll be back with you.
No worries.
Perfect, thank you. I'm also, at the same time, sir, I'm just going to run through them checks and find out what them bags are, okay?
I was about to say, this is a whole waste of time, you know what I mean? It's
I appreciate that,
waste
sir.
of my time, your time, waste of time of the money, you know what I mean, of the people.
I appreciate that, sir, but obviously I'm only doing my job. There has been drug dealing in the area, and I need to make sure that, of course, you're not the drug dealer. You have been found bags on you.
Yeah, do you think you could let us out now? I've got a appointment at the jewelry store, like I said before.
Unfortunately, sir,
buy me
like I
stuff
say,
or watch or
I've
look
found
around.
quite a lot of suspicious items on
Come
you.
on, you can just. I'll come back. I'll come back later. Come on. Just let
Like
me
I
out.
said, sir, I've offered you your food or water, so you've got a couple of minutes to sit and chill on your bed for now, and I'll be back with you shortly, okay?
Right,
Thank
fine.
you. Cool, so we've put him on his bed, we've checked him in here. Now what we want to do, we want to go up into the FME room. Sorry, I'm going to the wrong place completely here. We want to go down into our testing lab. So in here, you can then put under the scales. As you can see, obviously we've got the items. So you would kind of drag to use. Let's just put one in there. Okay, and then what you do is you go looks at item under scope. And you can do your /e mechanic, but at the moment, and there's a lot of mechanics here. We will be able to do /mechanic, e/mechanic, etc. eventually. And then you can have a look at your mechanic stuff. Item comes back to weed and white widow. So it would be comes back to white widow. Perfect, cool. So you got white widow there. And we know that, and then you can also, if you want to, comes back to coke. Cool, so now we've RP'd that side of things out, we can then go back and give him the results. But also, while we're at it, we can go into our police MDT. We've added his fingerprint, so now we want to go to instant lookup plus, and we would do drug dealing. Eclipse Boulevard, wasn't it? Eclipse Boulevards, and the date today is the 4th of the 3rd 2022. Eclipse Boulevards incident report. This is where you fill in all the incident report. Man wearing black top was seen handing over. Okay, as I've just skipped the video slightly, you'll see that I've put in quite a detailed report of we've been caught. What you then also want to do is go into evidence. You can go evidence type and find exactly. So it'll be other, and you'll be able to do white widow drugs, and then you can put the 87 bags. So you'll find 87 bags, and you'll also be able to do other bag of coke, and he had 8 of them. Be able to also go money. $497. He also had switchblade, so if I could spell knife. And finally he had a switchblade on him. Weapon. Switchblade. Add. Cool, so these are all the items that we found on him. Involvements, there was no one else involved, and if there was a lawyer, you could add the lawyer or something like that in there, or another officer that was with you, but there wasn't. So we've now got Oscar Crump, and you can add his crimes. So he would have possession of class A. He would also have intent to supply, possession with intent to supply. He'd also have offensive weapon ×2. Possession of offensive weapon ×2. And he would also have money laundering because it's holding dirty money. There we go. Cool. So they're the charges. You can see it's equated to quite a lot. We're going to save this for now, and then we're going to head down into the cells to speak to him again. Hello, sir. How are we?
Hello, guys.
If you'd like to follow
Figured
myself.
out this is not real life. Oh, you let me out. Sound.
What we're going to do now, sir, okay, we're going to take your DNA and we're going to take your mugshot. So if you'd like to just come through.
Why?
And just stand up against there. Because you are in police custody, under Criminal Justice Act, we can actually take your DNA, take DNA and everything else from you, okay? So if you just stand by. So you drag and think. You'll then go into mugshots in the police channel. You post the mugshots in there. You then get the mugshot and copy link. Police actions, MDT. Go to Crump again. And you'll add his picture. Perfect. So if you'd like to follow me. And come on round up here, please, sir. Cool. We'll grab his DNA.
Oh, I think I've missed my appointment. It's fine.
I'm sorry, sir, about that.
Again. How are we going?
We're just going into this room up here, okay? This is the nurse's room. Just so we can
I don't
collect
need to
some
go there.
DNA.
I'm fine. I think I can. What, you gotta collect the DNA and then let
That's
me go.
it, sir. If you'd just like to stay there 2 seconds, I'll just grab the DNA kit.
Okay.
Perfect. Right, I've got the kit. If you'd like to just open wide for me, please, sir. It would be just into the mouth, a swab of the mouth. Okay, stand by. So what you want to do is you want to grab his ID, which will be 6, and then you will go take DNA 6. So you grab that, you go slash me swabs mouth. Perfect. Thank you very much for that, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you then want to do is you want to go places swab under tester. You then go to inventory and find the evidence bag, which is the DNA here. You then want to go down to here and select it. Go into the police actions MDT and you want to add it at the top here under DNA. Click save and it's now been added. So he's got his mugshot, his DNA and his fingerprint all in the system ready to go. Perfect. Thank you very much for that, sir. If you'd like to head with me and we'll get your charges read out to you and what's going to happen further.
Charges? Why? I'm innocent.
Unfortunately, sir, we've had some testing come back and it's not looking very good.
I think you must have got, the test mixed up, lad, because I don't know, the stuff that I had on me was the stuff that my boss gave me to deliver.
Yeah, unfortunately, sir, if you'd like to just stand on there, I'll get the system up and we'll read your charges to you, okay? So today, sir, unfortunately, the test did come back when I put it through the system. The 87 bags of broccoli, as you said, did unfortunately come back to a white widow substance, which was part of the weed family. The bag of...
that's not my fault. I think you need to speak to my boss about that, because that's not me.
Unfortunately, sir, if he's given that to you and you've brandished it there, that's unfortunately now in your possession, and you will be charged with that.
How am I supposed to know? You know what I mean? I'm not.
Not only that, sir, your boss was not in the area of the possible drug dealing call. You were in the area, and all of a sudden we searched you and we found drugs on you. So there's a possible drug dealing call because a local has complained that there's drug dealers, and you happen to be in the area with drugs on you. So we're pinpointing yourself as the drug dealer, being just in sense supply. Not only that, sir, I did see that you were handing someone something which you claimed to be a phone. However, obviously, we have enough evidence to prove that you may have been handing out drugs to them. Not only that, sir, the bag of the bag of white powder that we found did actually come back to cocaine.
Really?
It did, sir.
I'm not quite sure how that got in my pocket.
No problem. So unfortunately, like I say, that is part of the potential drug selling that you were potentially doing. Not only that, sir, you also were found with a large quantity of dirty money on you. Dirty money we potentially suspect would have come from the drug selling. So you are being charged with that as well, sir. So let me just read out your charges, okay? So today you're currently being charged with the following. 1 account of holding dirty money, 1 account of possession of offensive weapon. Apologies, correction, that is 2 accounts of offensive weapon, because you had a switchblade and you also had a knife on you.
Yeah, but that one was for me work.
Unfortunately, sir, whether it's with your work or not, you're currently drug selling. You're not at work, and the fact that there was quite a few dead bodies around the area, or sorry, a fair few bodies that were lying around, could well have been used to defend yourself. You're also being charged with possession of Class A, and you're being charged with possession with intent to supply as well. Today's charges, do you plead guilty to them, sir?
I plead guilty to the dealing, but not the carrying of the offensive weapon.
Okay, so why would you not plead guilty to the possession of the offensive weapon? Why do you feel that you do not need to be charged for the offensive weapon?
Because it's not an offensive weapon, you know what I mean? It's a work tool. It's nothing to do.
So
what I was doing, you know what I mean?
okay,
What I was doing is on me. That's my tools for work.
I appreciate that, sir, but what were you doing at this moment in time? You told me that you were on a lunch break. Did you not leave your tools at work?
No, I wasn't on a lunch break.
So you just said to me, you said you were meeting on your lunch break.
No, I said that she was on her lunch break. I wasn't on my
okay.
lunch break. I don't have work today.
You don't have work today, so you're carrying work items on you, but you're not at work today, so that's even worse.
I used these trousers yesterday, you know what I mean, and it's wash day, so I had to wear them 2 days in a row.
Okay, so did you charge your phone this morning?
I did, yeah.
You did, okay, so you took your phone out your pocket, you charged your phone, and then you put your phone back in your pocket. However, you failed to take out them two knife and the switchblade of the same pocket that I found the item in alongside your phone. So you had plenty of opportunity to remove them items as you were not at work today, but unfortunately, as you kept them weapons on you, today you will be charged with 2 times offensive weapon.
Alright, whatever.
Okay, so do you say you're pleading guilty to them charges?
Yeah,
you are, okay. So, okay, sir, today you will be charged with a £8,250 fine and a 115-month sentence.
115 months?
That is correct, sir.
Didn't even do that much, and I'm going to jail for what, like 5 years?
For a final time, sir, before I arrange any transport, do you require any food or water?
No.
You don't, sir. Okay, thank you. I'll be arranging that prisoner transport now, and you'll be sent away, okay?
Alright, that's fine.
Okay, so the last thing we do, we type 6 because that's his number, and you can confirm that by flexing your U muscle, and we'll come round and check. It's 6. Okay, cool. Okay, so the prisoner transport is ready, and it's going to take you away now, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
So what you do is you send that, and you click, and it's now ticked to processed. So because it's now been processed, you can tick and click save and move away. If someone wants to go back into Oscar Crump, you'll be able to find Oscar, scroll down, and you'll see his previous charges that he's done, and you'll be able to look in there, and it will come up to say he's been processed. So that is him sent away for that items. Finally, what you now need to do is, it says incident number 14. So you will need to go to the evidence locker, which is in here, and you'll need to type in number 14 because that's the report number for this case. You need to add the White Widow, the Coke, the money and notes, the switchblade, and the knife. I have taken these 2 items off him as well. I haven't added them, so I'll add them in as well. And that is now evidence locker 14, and it will correspond with the MDT report number 14 here, and it will tell you all the evidence that's been equated. So all the evidence should be in there, and I'll update it now. That concludes the sentencing of a suspect and custody RP. Thank you very much for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.